Since January, Macomb residents have been unable to track the Go West buses around the city. This is because mobile carriers are shutting down their 3G networks to support new services like 5G. According to Transit Director Miranda Lambert, that decision has halted GPS tracking of the buses.
So for our Go West bus system, we use GPS tracking devices for our Go West app. And with our tracking devices, most of those were 3G. We have, as we've had to replace, started to go to 5G, but I would say more than half of our devices were still under 3G. So when that transition happened, that unfortunately meant that a lot of our tracking devices were no longer going to be serviced on our GPS tracking app.
Without this service, many WIU students are relying on the standard scheduled times of bus arrival, though they report different levels of reliability.
Like 85% of the time they come. But they be like late. They be really late. Sometimes they be making me late for class.
I usually use it whenever it's like kind of cold out or if I'm running late because it's like a faster way to get to class. The buses are really reliable. They always show up at like the same time every single day, from what I can tell.
I would say the buses are pretty reliable. If I could track the buses from the app, it would make it a lot easier to gauge when I can leave my apartment.
According to Lambert, the McDonough County Public Transportation Department is working to create a new app with improved features for passengers, drivers, and dispatch. These features will provide route detours, accurate passenger count, and efficient methods of locating the buses when tracking is offline.
I am optimistic that we are going to be able to launch an app by the fall semester when the students come back. Again, we're currently finalizing the request for proposal, but I'm very optimistic that we'll be able to have something for the students in the fall.
While students are waiting for the new app, Lambert shared some tips on how the app can still be utilized.
Anyone can click on our Go West app and see what the routes are. It might not provide tracking, but if someone's saying, okay, is this bus going to get me where I need to go? They can click on the route, see where the route goes, and it does provide the time points.
Lambert says that students can also contact dispatch at 309-575-3333 for more route information. Reporting in Macomb, I'm Billy Chatterton. I'm Billy Chatterton, and as we approach the end of winter and beginning of spring, I think it is important to recognize the significance of food pantries not only on a global scale, but on a communal scale as well. This is because food pantries help families put healthy meals on the table, obtain personal care items, baby food, diapers, and household cleaning supplies. They help families take home fresh items like meat, cheese, eggs, and produce, and for many residents of any town are a critical resource, particularly during the winter months. This demand is no different here in McDonough County, where there are nearly 4,000 residents struggling with food insecurity. To combat this issue, there are many food assistance programs available in the area, one of which is the Crossing Food Pantry.
I'm Mitch Kessler. My wife and I we're in charge of the pantry. We just took this over like a month ago, so we're fresh at this. But we've been helping with the pantry for like 6 months and just took it over. So it's my wife and I, and then we have an older couple that comes in and bags all the food. And then there's 2 shoppers that go out, one each week, to shop for the food that we need that we're short on.
According to Mitch, the demand for food rises during the winter, making the food pantry more busy and in need of more assistance. Many issues may cause this uptick in visits, such as returning family members during the holidays or lower household funds due to extra expenses. Regardless of the reason, volunteers are practically always sought after by food pantries, as well as donations.
We're not turning anybody down. Because my wife and I, we come in and we put all the food together on Sunday or whatever, get it ready for Mondays. So they bag it up on Mondays. So we don't turn anybody down. So we had some volunteers want to come in and help give it away on Thursday night. So he's like, yeah, that'd be great.
My name's Emily Roberts, and I attend the crossing and have for about 14 years.
As one of the longest-serving volunteers with the food pantry, Emily Roberts sat down with me to talk about the volunteering process at the crossing and how volunteering has impacted her life.
We would sort food, put it on tables, then package things up when people came in. We had an opportunity to encourage them to also take things. Sometimes they were hesitant. A big goal was to help them feel comfortable and not be embarrassed or ashamed to take food that they needed. So I saw our role as helping them feel cared for and esteemed as much as helping them in a practical way. It makes me feel more grateful for what I have. It makes me realize that people can be really trying, but just cannot function, and it must take a lot of humility to come and receive.
With the temperature here in Macomb having steadily dropped over the past 3 months, the Crossing Food Pantry and others had to prepare for an influx in households visiting the pantries.
When we took over, it was like 25 families that we were giving away, but it's been up to 45 this fall. And like this past week, it was 38. So it varies, but I mean, it hasn't been under 30 recently. So
beyond households here in the Macomb community, many students at Western Illinois University are also benefiting from the supplies that local food pantries provide and are recognizing their importance to the community.
My name is Alyssa Averill, and I am a student here at Western. Having easy access to food pantries helps a community as a whole because they give more people access to food when they need it. They're really helpful because if you get any food items that you know you won't use or that you don't need, you can also give it to someone else in need, and that helps them out, so the whole community gets helped out as a whole, even if they don't participate.
Food pantries are also a useful resource for the many international students that make up 15% of WIU's current enrollment. According to the university, the average 15-hour semester for international students is over $2,000 more than for domestic students. With the rising cost of groceries, it is clear why food banks matter to many different residents in the community. If you would like to support the Crossing Food Pantry, please consider donating common household supplies and foods and contact the Crossing at 309-836-7870 to ask about volunteering. I'm Billy Chatterton. Thanks to Mitch Kessler and all others for sitting down and talking with me, and thank you all for listening.